welcome to Wizards Virtual Draft Lottery presented by GEICO. I'm your host, Britt Waters. That's Dan Nolan. And today we are breaking down how to get lucky, basically.
I feel like that's a good way to put it. But, you know, the draft lottery, what exactly is the draft lottery? It's not the NBA draft, but it helps figure out what exactly is going to happen. So break out your glasses and your textbooks. It's Draft Lottery 101. The first thing that's easy to know here, Britt, it's taking place tonight, 8:30 p.m. on ESPN. It's going to determine the order of picks 1 through 14 in the NBA draft. That's normal. Where it gets a little different here is actually the restart aspect of this. No team that participated in the league's restart in Orlando can improve their lottery positioning over a team that did not. So, for example, the Wizards dropped a few spots in the league standings. That does not impact what's happening tonight.
And we currently have like the 9th best odds. So the Wizards do have a chance to select anywhere from 1 through 4 or 9 through 13. So a 50.7% chance of staying put, picking 9th. I wouldn't be mad at that. Amazing, great stars come out at 9th. But there's still a chance to get that number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4 pick. 20% chance about that. I mean, if it's like a 20% chance of rain, I'd still bring an umbrella. So do all of your lucky game day rituals, because we could get one pick. You never know.
I mean, if you have to, you could do a rain dance just to fit in with the umbrella
let it rain
analogy.
And clear it out. And let it rain and clear it out. Let's talk to one of the experts because we're already getting sidetracked. A Q&A with GM Tommy Sheppard.
Presented by GEICO.
Justin Kutcher here, joined now by the GM of the Washington Wizards, Tommy Sheppard. Tommy, it's great to see you, even if it's virtually. The season is now over. We're all set for the draft lottery tonight. Real quick, just want to get your thoughts on this unique season, to say the least.
You know, it has been unique, but it's very beneficial. And we said at the beginning of the year, we need to develop. This season is going to be about developing players. We knew we were going to start shorthanded, and certainly we were going to bring in 11, 12 new players. And I think when you look back after the world closed down in March, it almost feels like 2 seasons because we got a chance to get back up and running again in June and July. And then the opportunity to play certainly in Orlando was tremendous opportunity for us to grow as a team and grow as a unit. But I look at the time between March and August when we left Orlando as such an amazing opportunity to bond as a team, and the time spent together because of COVID, but certainly also because of social justice awareness and everything we were trying to do there as a franchise, as a company, I think was just so powerful.
What do you feel is the greatest need for this team?
We got to get better at every position. We need more depth. I think depth and continuity. Watching the playoffs is going to remind us every time when you look out there, the best teams are usually the ones that have the most depth, that can sustain an injury or two and be able to propel forward. And certainly the continuity. You can't constantly change your roster out. This year we did. We hit reset. We have 11, 12 new players. John and Bradley are the only 2 players on our roster. If you look ahead to see, you know, in terms of longstanding Wizards, after that, it's Troy Brown and Thomas Bryant. You know, that tells you how young these guys are. So I think the opportunity to get better is always going to be the most critical at each position to add depth. But if we were really to chop it up right now, I would tell you we definitely want to get more athletic.
What are you looking to fulfill in this 2020 NBA draft?
We definitely want to get a player that we feel can be a major piece for the future. And that may involve somebody drafting someone this year that doesn't play a lot next year, that we have to develop for a year or 2, or it might be an impact player right away. We'll find out tonight where our draft position is. We're really excited having the 37th pick as well. I think there's quality depth in this draft. And we certainly always want to develop. We have the most unique situation, I think, with NBA and G League partnerships where the Capital City Go-Go in 2 years, we have used them as much as any team in the NBA. We're confident with our player development staff, with our coaching staff, that whoever we draft is going to get better. But to answer your question, you know, so much of it depends on where that number is, but it's going to be someone that's going to be an impact player for us in the future, if not next season.
Tommy, thanks again. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Take care.
Q&A right there presented by GEICO. And what he was saying, we have a lot of great options. Really can't go wrong tonight.
And the most important thing that he has stressed throughout the last couple weeks, too, is they have no interest in being back in the lottery anytime soon with John Wall and Bradley Beal returning. A nice pick in this draft to go along with the young core they already have. Some really good future opportunities here for the Washington Wizards. All right, we bounced from one expert to another expert. This time, head coach Scott Brooks shares his thoughts earlier this week.
We'd love to get up and move up in the draft. But I do know one thing, Tommy and his group has done a tremendous amount of work, and they're diligent. They are scouring the entire world looking for the right player to help us get better. And even if it doesn't, even if we don't move up, look what happened to us last year. We actually moved down and landed us an impact player in Rui. And I'm actually looking forward to this Thursday and then the draft itself.
Some good insight from head coach Scott Brooks. All right, you might be wondering, why is there a red bowl right in front of the camera? Well, Britt, it's the draft lottery. A lot of ping pong balls are bouncing around here tonight.
Absolutely.
We thought we'd have some fun, play some games with some ping pong balls. So,
Winner gets bragging rights.
That's
We went
right.
to rival colleges. Let's see who can win.
for this game, we've got 6 shots each. We're going to bounce it off a stool you can't see on camera and try to get into this bowl. Whoever makes the most wins. And again, bragging rights, they're very important to Britt and I. We're very competitive people. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting nervous. Come on.
Oh my
For the Terps.
goodness
Oh,
gracious.
why did it go that way?
Get in the weight room.
Oh!
Britt, this is not your finest. Come on. Go in.
If I just had
God, one
I think
time.
my arm is, I had one.
We're stuck again. We heard the mention of Rui Hachimura earlier when Scott Brooks was talking about tonight's lottery. He's actually the representative at tonight's virtual draft lottery for the NBA. Good rookie year for him. She's rocking the
Amazing
jersey
rookie
right
year
here.
for him.
Let's see some of the best plays from his rookie campaign.
With the 9th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Rui Hachimura from Toyama, Japan.
And Rui Hachimura has his first points of his career. Up ahead, Rui for the dunk. Beal back to Hachimura. Konnichiwa.
I liked him this year. I think I'm putting him on my second team all rookie. I think he had a nice solid year for you guys.
Yeah. Right there, Hachimura with the rebound, the lefty dunk. Hachimura goes up top again. Gets the restricted arcs left by Hachimura. Hachimura left double drives out and B. Flips up a shot. Score. Massive traffic stolen by Hachimura. Hachimura center circle. Hachimura foul line through the basket. And can score.
Rui! I love Rui, clearly. He's given us so much amazing moments and memories this season. I really wish we could celebrate properly and do a cheers and
I know.
hang out at
If
a bar.
only there was a location we could do that in, I don't know, like a bar or
I know we
something like
can't
that.
go to bars anymore. We have to distance. and,
Well,
I wish you could just click your heels 3 times and send us to a bar. 1, 2, 3. Dan, it worked. We're at the bar.
It's beautiful.
And it's my favorite. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the NBA. It's only worth it if you enjoy it.
That's what I hear anyway.
Yeah.
We could do this all day and
Yeah.
just stare at these beautiful beers in front of us, but we do have work to do today. And so,
What?
here we go to you on higher or lower.
DC family, thank you so much for repping the district from home. I'm your host, Britt Waters, bringing the games that we used to play on the court to inside your house. And today we're playing an NBA Draft edition of Higher or Lower. Thank you for joining me, Dan. Are you feeling confident today?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Very excited to play.
All right, I like that hat. Your swag shows me that you might know a little bit about draft history.
I hope I do.
All right, are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, let's go.
In 2019, Rui Hachimura was drafted higher or lower than number 14. What's it going to be, Dan?
I'm going to say that he was higher in the draft. I think he was the 9th pick. Let's go higher than 14.
Oh, you know your stuff. Number 9 is correct. Rui Hachimura. And Tommy Sheppard was so hyped that he was still available. Had him on the wish list, but was so shocked and excited. And I guess it was fake because Rui is the perfect addition to our team. Good job, Dan. You're on a roll. Let's go back to just a decade ago in 2010. John Wall, was he drafted higher or lower in the draft than pick 3?
Number 1. Let's go higher.
Number 1 is right. He was drafted actually the highest, and it just changed the course for all Wizards fans forever. He brought ball into the court and his dance moves. Dan, do you have some John Wall dance moves?
No.
It's okay, neither do I. All right, 1999, Richard "Rip" Hamilton was drafted higher or lower than number 9?
I'm a younger guy. Let's go to number 9. I'm going to go higher. Let's go higher than that.
Higher is right. He was drafted number 7, Dan. You're a lucky guy. You're very knowledgeable.
That
he
was
actually got, yeah, Rip got a standing ovation because the draft was actually held close to his hometown. That is so cool. All right, last one. Are you ready? Are you ready, Dan?
Let's go.
We're taking it back. I hope you were alive then. 1992.
No.
Tom Gugliotta drafted higher or lower than number 4?
I don't know, lower. It's the only one I haven't said yet.
You're perfect, Dan. Lower. Number 6. That night started a long history for him with a 13-season career in the NBA. Dan, thank you so much for playing higher or lower. And you are really, truly part of the DC family. You did a clean sweep.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
For sure. Hopefully I've become an NBA draft buff like you. I'm excited to watch it and root for the future of our Washington Wizards. Thank you.
We're making fans play games at home, so we're going to continue to play games right here on our show. This time, we're going to have to take ping pong ball, balance it on this tape measure into that cup. First one of us to do it is the winner. Dan, are you ready? Because I'm not.
It can't get any worse than the first game, so
Okay.
might as
Oh, wait,
well
my tape
try
measure.
it.
All right, ready?
Are you counting us down? We got this?
I'm locking this and ready, set, go.
Can't touch the other end. Gotta roll it down. Easy. Oh!
All right, we each got 6 balls.
The good part about this game is it's really quick.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Come
If you guys have any
on.
tips, please let me know. Get in my Twitter because clearly I'm embarrassing myself. Ooh, ah! I'm down to 3
I thought
balls
you had
left.
that
How
one.
much do you
I thought
have?
you had that one. Oh, in! Yes! Just do it! All right, enough with the fun and games. We got to get back to work here, Britt. Earlier, I had the chance to talk to Fred Katz of The Athletic about tonight's draft lottery. Let's hear what he had to say. Come on.
I'm a sore loser.
We welcome back to the show Fred Katz of The Athletic. Fred, you know, we interviewed you once. We had to bring you back again. You knew it was coming.
Of course. I'm always happy to come on and help you guys out.
Well, I'm glad that you're here because we're having a great conversation today about the draft lottery, the virtual draft lottery to be specific. Let's start there, just broad strokes. This is obviously an unprecedented time for a lot of reasons in the NBA, but this is going to be the first virtual draft lottery. What are you expecting from tonight?
If I knew what to expect, I would tell you who was going to win the lottery. I would give you the lottery numbers. What's the best way to phrase that joke? I'm not sure.
I liked it. I laughed.
I think it works. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be like. I did just kind of out of curiosity watch a chunk of the NFL draft, which was all virtual, and that was 4 months ago now. So my guess is it might look a little something like that. The NBA always does up the lottery with a lot of pizzazz and a lot of flash because let's be honest, it is a lottery. So you need to play it up. So I'm sure the NBA has some tricks on its sleeve from a production standpoint. But I like you am very curious to see what the final product is going to look like.
We saw them dive into the virtual run for the WNBA draft. That came out really well. But let's talk about the Wizards specifically going into tonight. Again, this is not the actual draft. It's just the draft lottery. It establishes where they'll be positioned in that draft that comes up in a couple of months. But from the Wizards' perspective and conversations you've had with team representatives over the course of the last couple of weeks, what are you hearing in terms of expectations for tonight?
Again, I think what's funny about the lottery, I wrote a story last year. Everyone kind of has their own little lottery traditions, it seems. There's one guy, Pat Williams, who I spoke to for the story last year. Used to run the Magic. He's one of the founders of the Orlando Magic, and his whole thing was that he would bring a new cliche good luck charm to the lottery every year. So he brought rabbit's feet, he brought four-leaf clovers, he brought everything. Other people have like little clutches that mean something to them. And I think from the Wizards, it's honestly, and I wrote on this for this morning, I think they're in a little bit of a position with hoping to get lucky in the lottery than anybody else. Not that it changes anything they do or any strategy, but in terms of their position, the Wizards are trying to win next year. They're not in the midst of a rebuild. Getting lucky in the lottery is potentially their best way to add a consequential piece for the upcoming seasons. And if they want to stay competitive, getting lucky in the lottery could really, really help in that venture to do so.
Should be a fun night. It's luck involved. Everyone has different levels of expectations. And of course, as you mentioned already, they bring their good luck charms. Irene Poland, notably doing that in the 2010 lottery. Obviously, that worked out for the Washington Wizards. Fred Katz of The Athletic, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, thanks again to Fred Katz of The Athletic. Always provides some great insight.
Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. I can't wait to watch. Might have to go back to that bar later.
That's true. It's a good spot to be. We're very happy.
But first, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Wizards Virtual Draft Lottery presented by GEICO. I'm your host, Britt Waters. That's Dan Nolan.
And to wrap today's show, we go to 10 years ago. Not tonight, Britt, because in 2010, the Wizards had their own lucky charm in the form of Irene Poland, who brought the 1978 Bullets championship ring with her to the 2010 Draft Lottery. So let's take a look back at a really historic day for the franchise.
Your good luck charm again? How great was it to put it on today?
Thrilling, really. It feels wonderful. It feels really good. I mean, my husband never took this ring off of his finger. He just loved it. So I feel the same thing tonight.
Pick number 6 belongs to Golden State Warriors.
That means that Philadelphia and Washington have leapfrogged into the top 3.
The number 1 pick in the 2010 NBA Draft will be made by the Washington Wizards.
Lady Poland was a real monument to the prosperity of the league, and he will be missed. And the Washington Wizards, with the number 1 pick in the draft.
Oh my God, I know my husband really. I mean, I don't even know what he would even say. This was something he wanted so badly, you know, and when I put this ring on this morning, I said, oh my God, you know, I hope it really brings us luck. I just feel that he's here. He loved the NBA. He really did. And he wanted another ring. That was what he really wanted. So maybe we'll get another ring.
You know, I was very calm. I looked over to my friend sitting next to me and I said, we're going to get the first round pick. And he chuckled, said, don't jinx it. And I really felt that there was some destiny around here. And Mrs. Poland showed me she was wearing Abe's ring. I laughed and said, well, there's this concept of the finger of God. I bet you it's Abe just pushing those ping pong balls the right way.